Yeah. Up in the building. Yeah, we lighting up the scene. Crypto gems on radar, chasing every dream. Do your own research, that's the golden theme. We bring the facts, no cap, we keep it clean. Scrolling through the charts, got my eyes on the rise. Vibra got the info, got me feeling so wise. No hype, just the truth, yeah, we cutting through lies. Sharpen knowledge on the daily, watch the profits multiply. From Bitcoin to the altcoins, we digging for gold. Community so strong, never do what you're told. That's the motto, let the story unfold. We ain't selling you a dream, just the facts to behold. Vibra finance, shining in the night. Crypto gems, yeah, we find them right. Do your research, keep the future bright. Vibra got your back, we ignite your flight. No pump and dump, just the realest advice. We break it all down, make it simple and nice. Every tip, every trick, got you rolling the dice. But with knowledge in your pocket, you can win every price. Vibra finance, shining in the night. Crypto gems, yeah, we find them right. Do your research, keep your future bright. Vibra got your back, we ignite your flight. So when you're lost in the crypto sea, Vibra is the light, come vibe with me. Stay smart, stay sharp, and you'll always see the best gems shine with transparency.
Oh, damn. Yo, that whole thing was all. Oh, that's great. Oh, man. Appreciate you there, sir, for the alert. And I've been watching too much Samson lately, and now I'm not turning my mic on. It's some kind of I don't know what it is in the QUBIC community, but we don't know how to use mics, I guess. I don't know what it is. But yeah, my bad, folks. So yeah, let me just repeat everything I just said. So right now, nothing is affecting the charts. Crypto Banter, for the first time ever, I'm going to give him shout out and give him credit. because he actually said something that was very true this week. And he was saying, if you look at all the stocks, we don't see anything price-wise. Earnings are all over targets. Everything was coming in bullish, nothing. Same thing with crypto. You go to any of these sites, and it's just bullish news everywhere. The Block, Decrypt, Cointelegraph, Bitcoin set for let's see. China officials hate stablecoins. DBS trades Bitcoin options. The EU's 2-year encryption vision is digital feudalism. All right, maybe not. Maybe New Hampshire Senate stalls crypto mining deregulation bill after split vote. All right, so maybe there is some bad stuff coming out now that's causing this. But that's not it, guys. It's the market right now is trading on human emotion. We look at the charts and it pumps and we give it a reason. We say, "Oh, that partnership's the reason it pumped," or "Oh, the reason it pumped is because that new deal that Trump signed." But that's not the case at all. The markets trade purely on human emotion, how we feel. If we feel bullish, the market will be good. If we feel bearish, we're going to just chop sideways. There needs to be some sort of catalyst that gets people thinking, "Oh, crypto's where I need to be." And for everyone saying that everybody's broke, there's no money out here, don't listen to that. That is not true. All right. There are people lining up to buy Pokemon cards at every single drop. If you can go on Walmart.com, Target.com, Best Buy, they're sold out everywhere. Every time a new product launches, it's gone within 1 minute. People just can't get enough of it. And a year ago, when I was buying stuff last summer, nobody wanted it. They were falling off the shelves. So that quickly, things can change. And the same thing will happen with crypto. Some sort of news, catalyst. I think it's going to be the ETFs that are going to draw in a bunch of new liquidity to these markets. And that's where Bitcoin, ETH, they start to move. And then I think it's going to be XRP, Dogecoin, Solana. And we saw the Hedera ETF come out. So the shift to utility is coming, guys. And the whole meme coin degeneracy thing, that's on its way out. That was brought into place to traumatize people, to get everybody fearing the end is near. As soon as I get a 2x, I'm out. And that's the meta in crypto right now. Let me find some meme coin. Let me double up and get out. And like 6 months ago, people would at least hold their meme coins for 2 or 3 days. And now it's a double up and they're out. So that just shows you the desperation in crypto. But then I look at Pokemon, look at people lining up to buy gold at an all-time high. So that gives me hope that we just haven't had our cycle yet. And if once gold tops off, I don't know, maybe we just break all previous trends and we just do something new where gold pumps, Bitcoin pumps, everything's pumping. But for now, we have low prices. This gives us a time to accumulate. I never thought I would get 1 billion coins. When I got into QUBIC, it was $10,000 plus for 1 billion coins. And now it's $1,200. This is opportunity, guys. You have to have that conviction. You have to believe in something when everyone else is saying it's dead. That's why you do research and you find the blue chips that are going to survive. These coins that have a multi-year vision and a long-term vision, not money grabs. And they're in every single community, guys, from the Pulse Chain community I've been in, the Titan X community, the XRP community, the Stellar community. Every community is going to have people that come and try to extract money. And that's just the nature of the game. You are swimming with sharks in cryptocurrency. And the best thing you can do is not trade. Find the blue chips and just buy early and hold. That's the $1 million secret that all these alpha groups and these inside advantage groups, no, there's no secret. Yeah, they're going to give you some coins that they're manipulating, that they can make money off of you. But the strategy in crypto is to identify the best projects and hold. Rand Nooner also said last week that all of his friends that made money in crypto have been here for multiple cycles and been holding. They don't just buy, sell, buy, sell, buy, sell, running around like a chicken with its head cut off. You don't do that in crypto. Hodlers and founders are the only people that win, period. So use these dips as opportunities. QUBIC is a phenomenal blue chip, but there's also several other out here. Look at Zcash pumping up to 410. I'm so mad. This is the only bag that I held up until this summer, and I unloaded it in like August. Right back around here somewhere when it hit $45, and I put it into QUBIC because I just thought, you know what? QUBIC has way more upside. And I broke my cardinal rule. Once you've bought a bag, if it was last cycle, whenever it was, you identified that there was something special about that coin, something you liked that stood out from the others. And when you have that conviction, you hold. And if I didn't break my cardinal rule, or I went out and I just sold a couple Pokemon boxes instead of selling my Zcash, I cost myself about $3,600 already on those 10 coins. And no matter how much I make now, this is going to haunt me for the rest of the bull market. Every time I see Zcash pumping, I'm going to think, God, why did I sell that? Why did I do that? And that is the last thing you want to have moving forward. Next year, when QUBIC is absolutely rocking and rolling, the last thing you want to do is say, oh man, I wish I went back and bought more. Because this is the time, guys. And when you're making a purchase, or you're looking at a coin, or you're looking at two coins, and one of them you feel good about, but the other one you're kind of like nervous, I don't know, it's a little more risky. 9 out of 10 times, you want to go with the one that seems more risky or is not really talked about. Because when you're getting consensus on social media, what you want to hear, you're too late. When a coin is known to the community at large, the opportunities are gone. You want to find stuff down at the bottom, right exactly where QUBIC is. Right at the bottom. And we're not going to be here forever, guys. I mean, look, I already got some altcoins pumping up 30, 40% today in one day. So that just shows me that I don't think we are heading down. And who knows? I follow a really great TA guy, Camel Finance. Been following him for years, and he's been spot on. And he's talking about the mid-cycle lows coming in any day now, from October 28th to November 2nd. So if we this weekend we kind of dip down on Bitcoin a little lower, don't worry about it. Middle of next week, and then the ETFs, the XRP ETFs, guys, are going to bring a ton of liquidity into the markets. I promise you. Love it or hate it, we need money coming into the market. And then once that happens, whales start to take profits, and then it flows into other projects. And coins that are popular in the mainstream, they've had all their upside. They've had all the influencers promote them. Everyone in the market has seen them already. You're not offering anything new. Guys, there's so much upside to QUBIC, and that's what we're going to talk about tonight. Some potentials on how crazy things could get if certain events play out. So smash that like button. If you're not subscribed, I don't know what you're doing. What up, Samson, my man? Yeah, we are at 1,200, bro. 1,222. Joe, appreciate you being here. A lot of people capitulating and leaving the market. I keep seeing my Twitter posts that they're out. But that's what we need. Throughout the last year or so, I've been saying that I really fear we don't need to go through another COVID type event in 2020 to get everybody thinking the market is over or the bull market's over. It's not happening. And when that's consensus on Twitter, that's when we pump. Right? That's also what Rand was kind of saying too in his stream. I think it was yesterday. It was actually really good. But it's nothing that we don't know. It's nothing new to us. To these degens, it sounds like, Rand just is the god, but it's not true. It's that simple, guys. So if you want information on QUBIC, the latest, go to QUBIC.org and then go to learn here and go to the blog. And they're putting out articles every week. And I try to read them, but I don't understand the technology like this. I don't understand the lingo in AGI. So it kind of goes over my head, but it sounds great. I can tell you that. Makes me really bullish. So let's see what's going on in the ecosystem. Some of the scams want you to sell and buy cheaper. Yeah, I mean, that I wouldn't say necessarily with scams they do that, because they're just gonna pull out as fast as when the chart goes up. So typically they don't last. But it's the media, the mainstream, the narrative, you know, Congress, the politicians, they're the ones that are fudding out the mainstream. That's what kind of makes me mad, is when you have Janet Yellen, all these people, or Elizabeth Warren, all these people saying Bitcoin is for criminals and this and that. It's just so far from the truth. And you feel bad that people are getting deceived at such a large scale. The QUBIC Oracle release will push AI GARTH to AGI. Yeah, I can't wait for that. Difficult on them. Yeah, same problem. Yeah. Where can I get QUBIC here in the USA? Hey, right in the description of this video, I have a link for safetrade.com. And it's no KYC, nothing. But the thing you don't want to do is send Tether in here, because that's the Tether or Bitcoin are the primary trading pairs with QUBIC. So my recommendation is to go to switch.win, which is the aggregator one of my best friends launched. I've been helping them with it, and it is the cheapest by far. So if you want to swap on ETH, ETH to Tether, you're better off doing it on here and then sending it into SafeTrade. You'll get a way better rate. So once you send Tether to SafeTrade, you can come right down here to the QUBIC pair. That's QMINE, QUBIC, and you can swap for it or buy it right here. And then once you've bought it on SafeTrade, do not leave it there. Make sure you go to QUBIC.org and scroll down and go to the wallets right here. You can either use the official web wallet or download the mobile wallet onto your phone or iPad or Android, whatever it is. Do not leave any crypto on exchanges. All right. So make sure before you do that, you set your wallet up. Because multiple people that I know lost QUBIC on Trade Ogre. It was one of the exchanges that had it, and they just left it on there, not thinking anything of it, and it was gone because the exchange shut down. And that's very common. So never leave your crypto on these exchanges. But yeah, safetrade.com, best place to get QUBIC in the US. But yeah, QMINE, look at that. Back up to 2,800. CFB's at 3. And I was buying them at 1. Like a couple weeks ago. Look at it. Or yeah. Wow. 3 days ago. Sorry. 3 days ago, you could have bought it at 1 and doubled your money right now, because there's buy orders at 2. So I bought a decent sized bag of this because it's so cheap. I just have a feeling that when the ecosystem starts to move, people are going to look for the couple meme coins. And you have 3 of them, really. CFB, MATILDA, and GARTH. But I would say GARTH's more of like a utility / game, too. So GARTH's one that I think is going to do really well. And then, of course, you got your expensive 676 share projects. And MLM's up to 1.8 billion. I am so glad I got a share. Oh, man. Because it is going to be exciting. But we'll start with MATILDA, because I was looking at the website today and I didn't realize how cool it was. So follow them on Twitter if you're not. MATILDA on QUBIC. Man, Satoshi's cat is MATILDA. But the true identity of Satoshi Nakamoto is hiding in plain sight. Right there. Hello, Satoshi. Sergey Ivancheglo, a.k.a. CFB. created the first proof of stake chain, created the first coin, which wasn't a clone of Bitcoin, conducted the first ICO, created the first DAG with IOTA. Bitcoin code reveals Satoshi Nakamoto used a Russian proxy. Now that is something the CIA does, or the NSA. They will make it appear like, oh, it was the Russians, or oh, it was the North Koreans, when it was them the whole time. So the only other logical conclusion for me who Satoshi could be is David Schwartz, Arthur Brito, the early XRP Ripple guys. But 90% it's Sergey. Sergey in Vietnam. An article from Cointelegraph shows Bitcoin code from 2009 revealing Satoshi was hiding behind a Russian proxy where a user named Sergey was posting reviews of hotels in Vietnam during December 08 and January 09, logging into the site with the same proxy as Satoshi. Vietnam's a popular destination for Russian developers seeking to escape the harsh Russian winters. Russian-speaking individuals were involved in the Bitcoin community from the outset, with the Russian language forum being the first non-English section on Bitcoin Talk. Telltale signs of this involvement can be seen in the Bitcoin code, where Satoshi appears to have used a Russian proxy. The decoding mechanism, which involved removing zeros and converting hexadecimal notation to decimal, reveals an IP address linked to this proxy, which another user named Sergey was also using. And then you have here from Sergey, 1/12/08. I was on holiday from, what's that, 11/13. Completely agree with you about the hotel. I didn't notice any problems with the sunbeds. They're always free places. With a phone, it's better to use local SIM cards. It's quite cheap and there are no problems with communication. They says they framed me earlier this year. And then, guys, there's proof on the blockchain too. So you can just go through and read this. But how do we know the address 1CFB isn't just a coincidence? It's a vanity address. The address is a vanity address, meaning that it wasn't random and that someone purposely made it. We know this due to the fact the address does not contain any numbers besides the mandatory 1 in the beginning. The alias predates Bitcoin. The alias come from beyond, or CFB, as he's commonly called nowadays, has existed before Bitcoin's conception. This is known because he published articles under the name dating all the way back to 2000. So, guys, I'm convinced. And Great Crypto Escape is working on an hour documentary about this, about how he could potentially be Satoshi. He said it looks like it's almost done. So when that comes out, that should be really, really cool. So I think Matilda will do great. And it's what I like to see. Projects in the ecosystem that get your attention. Imagine if when QUBIC starts to get popular and the average people start to come and read this stuff and they start to think, oh my God, is this guy Satoshi? Could you imagine the hype around QUBIC? It would just be insane. Caparanga, good to see you. Got mine from MEXC. Not saying it's great. Yeah, that's exactly what like MEXC is great for. The small exchanges where you go and you get it and then you just withdraw it. QUBIC's on deck screener now, but how do you pull up the tokens? You don't. You got to go to QUBICtrade.com. Right here. This is the DEX where you can trade them all. So just go to QUBIC Trade and then you connect with your wallet. And then you can buy any of these with QUBIC or put offers in, whatever you need to do. So QMINE, guys, is crushing it. One of my favorite projects. And if you're a holder of QMINE, you get basically perks in the My Last Match game. And this is coming really soon. If you're in the Discord, you see that CFB is talking about it quite a bit. And Eco is one of the developers and founders of it. And this tweet is from yesterday. The highly anticipated auction for My Last Match assets drops this Sunday at 8 o'clock p.m. UTC on the My Last channel in the Discord server. Bid on in-game assets that will help you dominate the MLM wasteland. Strategy is king in My Last Match, so choose wisely or get left in the dust. Minimum bids are starting at 50 million QUBIC. So the full list of items up for grab. I haven't seen this. Wow. All right. So this game is going to be, it's deep. Broadleaf bush with fruit, universal gun cleaning tools, magneto flashlight, life net, coal heater, Playboy magazines, military rations, military medical kit, hygiene kit, box of candles. Like, God, this is a real, it's a strategy game, and everything you do has consequences. It's really cool. And there's going to be little clans that form. So you can be on your own or you can join a clan. And in the QMINE Discord, I believe there's a QMINE clan. So I'm going to be trying to join up with that clan. And shout out G-Town Diamond. This is why you should be holding QMINE. The success of My Last Match isn't just great for the game, it's a massive win for QMINE holders. As MLM grows, QMINE becomes your golden ticket into the most profitable corners of the wasteland. Imagine this. You'll soon be able to rent safe houses, vehicles, and pets directly as a QMINE holder. And not just rent them, but actually share in the profits they generate. Passive income meets gameplay domination. You'll enjoy top-tier benefits like secure loot storage, affordable access to water, food, electricity, and a bunch more. Doesn't stop there. QMINE holders unlock priority access to rare gray prints and white prints, giving you a massive head start in the game economy. Even crazier profits from powerful in-game assets like water purification stations, plus 4 water towers, holding 90% of the drinking water. A horse farm, the only source of electricity in the entire map. Zoo food, fuel, demental farming, and hidden bonuses. All the profit streams will go directly to QMINE holders with the freedom to choose which safe houses profits get distributed. And the best part, the real magic begins after the RWA smart contract. That's when things will get insane. So if you're not holding QMINE, you're literally watching opportunity pass you by. So shout out to G-Town Diamond. And Samson right here is doing giveaways on his streams. So the next giveaway is coming up soon. So go watch his last stream in the middle of it and tune in for what you got to do, because these things are valuable. They're not, I think they're $50 million or 100 million QUBIC for each one. So these in-game items are going to be really cool. Yeah, Come From Beyond, and then Eco is the other founder. Right here, Eco. You can follow him on Twitter too. But yeah, he's one of them behind it. And then the last thing going, guys, is GARTH. A GARTH on QUBIC, which was just a meme coin, but they have now are turning it into a game. And you need the NFTs to be able to have access to it. And right now, you can get them on QUBICBay.io, which is the NFT marketplace. And you come up here, click the marketplace tab, and then it'll show you what's for sale. And the last one I saw was $250, the cheapest one. Oh, here we go, 170 million. I don't know if those are for sale. Maybe they are. But I'm going to try to get one of these for sure. I would love to be a part of the GARTH game. I just really like it. I've been paying attention. The website is great. They have a lot of incentives to keep the community involved. And they got some of the first mover advantage. So I like GARTH. I think this is going to be another really, really good one in the ecosystem. What up, Mobius? So, guys, there's a lot happening. in QUBIC right now, all across the ecosystem. It's not just one thing. And this, I'm super excited. So choose wisely. Don't spread yourself out too thin. That's a big mistake people make, is they see all these projects that get all excited and they sell all their QUBIC and put it into these other assets. You need to have your bag of QUBIC locked up, secured, and put away. And then you can start dabbling around. Don't use your core bag to get into this stuff. All right. It's too risky. Get your cores taken care of, get your bags packed. And once you're comfortable with the amount of QUBIC you have, then start looking at these in-game assets or the other ecosystem coins. There's a bunch of them. So, yeah, guys, that's all I got. Just wanted to do a quick little update. What's going on in the community? It's kind of a slow week. I was traveling for 2 days this week, but just wanted to come on and say what's up to the family, and we will see you next week on the Q stream.
Yeah. Up in the building. Yeah, we lighting up the scene. Crypto gems on radar, chasing every dream. Do your own research, that's the golden theme. We bring the facts, no cap, we keep it clean. Scrolling through the charts, got my eyes on the rise. Vibra got the info, got me feeling so wise. No hype, just the truth, yeah, we cutting through lies. Sharpen knowledge on a daily, watch the profits multiply. From Bitcoin to the altcoins, we digging for gold. Community so strong, never do what you're told. That's the motto, let the story unfold. We ain't selling you a dream, just the facts to behold. Vibra finance, shining in the night. Crypto gems, yeah, we find them right. Do your research, keep the future bright. Vibra got your back, we ignite your flight. No pump and dump, just the realest advice. We break it all down, make it simple and nice. Every tip, every trick, got you rolling the dice. But with knowledge in your pocket, you can win every price. Vibra finance, shining in the night. Crypto gems, yeah, we find them right. Do your research, keep your future bright. Vibra got your back, we ignite your flight. So when you're lost in the crypto sea, Vibra is the light, come vibe with me. Stay smart, stay sharp, and you'll always see the best gems shine with transparency.